Going into high school, I had no clue what to expect. It was a whole new world to me. But what I did know is that I wanted to wrestle. The choice to do wrestling in high school has been and always will be the greatest decision I have ever made. Going into this new sport, I was so cocky and thought I was going to completely dominate everybody. Boy, was I wrong. Wrestling kicked my butt. And it was harder than anything I had ever imagined. But the worst part was that whenever something went wrong and you lost, it's your fault. There was no one to blame but yourself. And that's the hard part about wrestling. There are no excuses. Though it was tough, I decided to stick with it. And I made the varsity team my freshman year. And I had my very first match at the Lely Duels. Even though it's been a couple years, I can still remember the Lely Duels like it was yesterday. Walking in the gymnasium and feeling the wrestling atmosphere for the very first time, it absolutely blew me away. It basically sent chills down my spine. It was unreal. And then I had my very first match. Now see, before you have your actual match, a guy in a lower weight class goes out and wrestles first. And while he's wrestling, you warm up. While I was warming up, I got really, really nervous. I did not want to lose in front of everyone. I didn't want to embarrass myself. I wanted to be great. So after the previous match had ended, I went out and I saw my opponent and I shook hands for the very first time. And I heard the ref blew his whistle. And when I grabbed him, I knew this was different. I knew right then and there that wrestling was way harder than I had ever imagined. I knew that this was going to be a long road. But somehow I managed to win that match. But I'm afraid to say that the Lely Duels didn't treat me well. I went on to post a losing record at the Lely Duels. That time may have been the worst time in my life. Losing in front of everybody. I never felt like that before. It was a horrible experience, especially getting pinned. I never felt that bad in my life. Just thinking about it right now, it upsets me. It's the worst feeling in the world to lose a wrestling match. After the Lely Duels, my desire to wrestling faded. I didn't want to do it anymore. I couldn't take the losing. It was too much. But then a thought came to my mind. The thought was that is why wrestling is so worthwhile. It's not easy. It's not going to just come natural. It takes time and effort. It is up to you and you alone to make yourself great. There's no one else involved. It is up to you to win your match and execute the game plan. It is up to you to practice every day and make sure you're getting better. So, after a serious neck injury put me out for most of my sophomore year, I decided to do something that would forever change my wrestling abilities. I started to train more and I began to lift weights. So during this time period in which I started to lift weights and train, I gained the greatest gift possible. What I gained during this time was confidence. Confidence is the biggest key in wrestling. Wrestling does not matter about your strength, your size, your athletic abilities. It's about your mindset. It's about your confidence. I can take any guy in the world, no matter their size, no matter their muscle. It's going to come down to who has the better mindset, who has the confidence, and who has the will to win. Muscle doesn't mean anything. If anyone ever wrestled a match, they would know that. Coming back my junior year, I gained so much confidence and I was ready to wrestle. I was enjoying it now. I had put in the hard work and I knew that the results were surely going to come. And now that I was actually going to have fun wrestling. And that's what happened. This year, my junior year, I won more. I rarely lost. I beat state qualifiers and I put up damn good fights against state champions. I did things that I didn't think I would ever do. And in the end, I was one match away from states. And that's where it comes from. My love for this sport. Wrestling can make you feel like you're on top of the world, or it can make you just want to give up on life. But you know what they say? Once you wrestle, everything else in life is easy. Through wrestling, I have gained confidence, a hard work ethic, and a sense of pride. Wrestling taught me values that not everyone learns. I'll learn how to become a better man. I'll learn how to put in hard work. And I know what it takes to be a champion. For me, wrestling has become much more than just a sport, more than just something to pass time with. For me, wrestling is a way of life. It's who I am. I will never stop training, and I will always strive to be the best. And I promise I will bring home that state title. Thank you.